Alright, what's going on, everyone? So, Pioneer Greasefang is officially fully complete in Explorer. Now, it should be noted that there are a few slightly different builds. Some decks play Vessel of Nocency or whatever it is, I'll put it on screen, this thing. Some decks are playing Eldritch Evolution and Traverse the Ovenwald. So, there are a lot of different builds. This isn't the only build, but it is complete. Like, this deck is done. This is a Pioneer deck in Explorer. It is not missing anything. So, how does this deck work? It's pretty simple. We have Greasefang. At the beginning of combat, we can return a vehicle from our graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, then return it to our hand at the end of turn. And it's a 3-mana 4/3, and what we're looking to do is reanimate Parhelion, which is a 5/5 flying first strike vigilance. When it attacks, make 2 4/4s. So if this is in our graveyard, we play Greasefang, we return Parhelion, it has crew 4, so we use Greasefang, which has 4 power, to crew the Parhelion, which now has haste, thanks to Greasefang, attack with it, it's 13 damage in the air, as early as turn 3. So how do we get Parhelion in the graveyard? We have Stitcher Supplier. When it enters, mills 3. When it dies, mills 3, so that's potentially 6 milling. We have Satyr Wayfinder. When it enters, we reveal the top 4. We can put a land from them into our hand, and the rest go into our graveyard. That's going to include Parhelion. We have Raffine's Informant. When it enters, connives. So if we have a Parhelion in hand, we can discard it. We have Grizzly Salvage. Reveal the top 5. Put a creature or land from among them into our hand. Put the rest into our graveyard. That can help find Greasefang and put a Parhelion in the graveyard. And then the new cards that are making this super exciting. Eldritch Evolution says sacrifice a creature, and then we search our library for a creature with mana value X or less, where X is 2 plus the sacrifice creature's mana value. So if we sacrifice a 1-drop like this, we can go get a 3-drop like Greasefang. So ideally, we use Eldritch Evolution to sacrifice Stitcher Supplier. That's going to mill another 3 for Parhelion, and it's going to find Greasefang, put it straight into the battlefield. And then we have Traverse the Ovenwald, which for 1 mana can search for a basic land, but if we have Delirium, which we were good at because we mill so much, we instead search our library for a creature, and we put it into our hand. So this finds Greasefang, and it also can find our 1 copy of Rotting Regisaur, which at the beginning of our upkeep, we discard a card, and this helps us loop Parhelion because Greasefang, it returns it from our graveyard to the battlefield, but then it bounces it to hand, so we need to discard it again. Rotting Regisaur completes the loop. Basically, we return this to the battlefield with Greasefang, then Greasefang bounces it to hand, then Rotting Regisaur discards it, so we can reanimate it again, and this creates a loop. Not that we need to do that many times. Usually 1 or 2 attacks from this is enough to kill the opponent, so it's not 100% necessary, but it's a 1 of, and we can just find it with this. And yeah, that's the idea. This is... Oh, another thing to note, my mana base is a little bit budget. I just didn't feel like spending the wild cards on some of the duels, so I filled it. Like, normally it plays 4 Blooming Marsh, but I'm playing 4 Overgrown Tombs because I already had these, which are painful, because this deck usually wins by like turn 4 or 5, so these Blooming Marshes and Razor Verge Thickets are pretty good in this deck, and yeah, I just filled it with shocks because I had them, but it'll probably be fine, right? But let's play a few games with this and see how it feels. So it should be noted while we're waiting for a game here that this deck is very difficult to play. It's very complicated. There's lots of lines of play, and I've played it, like, I played 5 or 6 games with this ever. The only times I've ever played this is on in a video, so you can go see all the games I've ever played with this. This is fine. Just because we have Okiba and Esika's Chariot, we can discard the Chariot with this thing. I guess I could play a tap land here, right? No, I want to pay 2 life. I forgot I had Thoughtseize. So we only care about... Okay, well, we'll get rid of their Greasefang, I guess. It's a mirror match. Sure. Alright. That's another Chariot. So, we'll draw. Discard a Chariot. Sure. I'll trade these. Nice. And then we will pay 2 life for this. Play Greasefang. Nice. Okay, well that's a really dumb start, but there we go, I guess. Eldritch Evolution is good. I'll keep this. So let's hope the opponent isn't playing burn, because our mana base is very, very painful. All of this should be fast lands, right? Which wouldn't be dealing damage to us. But we're going to be draining our life like crazy, so we don't want to see a bunch of red here, and we don't. I would take... Ooh, but there's a lot of bad stuff here. But I guess this is the worst. Alright. Land. We're going to pay 2 more life, go to 14. Hoping to find Greasefang here. We do not. But this is still pretty good. Because we just got two vehicles. And we can Eldritch Evolution the Wayfinder to probably reanimate this, potentially. Deals 3 damage to target creatures, so we can kill Giada. Man, alright. We will pay 2 more life. Eldritch Evolution. Sacrifice this. So we get to see the new card. Greasefang. Which is going to reanimate this. Which is going to deal 3 damage to that. Then we will crew it. Attack for 6. When it goes to 14. Returns to hand. So next turn we get Esika's Chariot back. If they kill my Greasefang, I can reanimate it. This can let me mill too, so it might be worth doing that. Land or elves? Sure. Land? Yeah, let's do mill -3. I'm going to target myself. -3, -1 here. There's a Parhelion. That's fantastic. And then, yep, because we're gonna reanimate this attack for not quite lethal, but pretty close. This is fine. I mean, it's very similar to the last hand, kind of, with the Sky Sovereign and stuff. I mean, this is fine. We can mill here. We can Eldritch to try to find... Should I play this tapped if we're playing against red? Probably. We can find or we draw it. Never, we're not going to find anything. We'll use this. Hopefully get a... Oh, they're playing blue-red. I didn't realize that. Shoot, they could have counter spells. I didn't pay attention at all. Looking for Parhelion. There it is. Alright. We get the natural turn 3 Parhelion. The opponent taps out here. That'd be fantastic. They don't. It's a little bit scary. They do. Alright, well, I guess we win. I guess we just win. We'll just play this. We'll get that back. We will crew this. It's, oh my god, it's so dumb. What a stupid deck. Every time I play it, I'm just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Obviously, in best of 3, this is not as powerful because people can bring in sideboard hate. They can just bring in stuff that exiles your graveyard and it's hard to win, but in best of 1, this deck is just so dumb. I mean, this is fantastic. I need 1 more land. We have Stitcher Supplier turn 1, Grizzly Salvage turn 2, to try to get a Parhelion in the graveyard. Rakdos. Thoughtseize. Well, that's rough. So they probably take Greasefang. Yeah. Makes sense. In that case, I'm going to duress them. Fatal Pusher. Land. Nothing. Alright, we will pay 2 life for this. I guess I can enter tapped and just play Stitcher Supplier. I'm not really looking for... I need to draw stuff. I'm in top deck mode here. Or I need to mill a Can't Stay Away, but that costs 5 to flash it back or whatever, so... Yep, go to 18. They're going to play the Giant here, I assume. This can't kill it. -3, -1. Alright, let's play this first. I'm going to take... What am I going to take? Guess I'll take Satyr Wayfinder. Guess I'm just looking for chump blockers. Play this, enters tapped. No attacks. So I can block a couple turns here. Hopefully find some stuff. Yep. It's going to give me time to find, to put Can't Stay Away into the graveyard. Mill 3 more. That didn't, it wasn't there. Alright. Yep. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, we will... Let's just play this. Reveal. Wow. Alright, guess I'll take this. So this can drain the -3, that doesn't do anything. And mill. I guess I just drain and mill. These two. Target player, I want to mill. And target opponent, you. There's a can't stay away. Great. And then let's put this into my hand. Alright, so I block here. I flash back, can't stay away. They're going to have instant speed removal. They're in Rakdos. Alright. So they hit me for 8. I go to 10. Alright. Okay, they're tapped out, but I have lethal here. Do I have a whatchamacallit? A console thing? We're going to find out. We'll play this, return this. Do I have to pay mana? Do I have to pay life? Why do I have to pay life? I'm confused. I had black and white, didn't I? I do. So this is when it becomes the target of a spell, not an ability. So I should bring back Sky Sovereign. Deal 3 damage here. I should crew it. Attack. Deal 3 damage here. Hit them for 6. They go to 10. So I lose 2 and I take 4. So I'm going to 1. If they have any way to deal 1 damage, like the land, the Spikefield Hazard, I lose. If they can make me draw, I lose. Alright, great. So now we bring back Resolve. Now we bring back Parhelion. We crew. They could have instant speed removal as well. They don't. Oh my god, I cannot believe we got through that game. Oh, that felt so bad, but we got there. That was a rough matchup, and we still got it. Alright, we will try this again. 2 Parhelions in hand is pretty bad. I'm gonna mulligan this. No black sources. I think I got a mulligan again. Yikes. Alright, we'll keep this. Huh. So... I guess we're doing... this? I don't have any white lands. I can get it here. Does it... It has to be a basic... I don't know if I have any basic planes in the deck. Feels bad. Alright, so... I don't want to pay life. Do I? I'm going to pay life. Screw it. Because if we get a white source, this is turn 3. Nope. This is turn 3 Parhelion. There's my white source. I don't want to pay life because I wasn't sure if I was against red aggro. The reason I chose is because red aggro probably wouldn't play this tapped on turn 1. There's my white source. So let's play this. See if there's a counterspell. There's not. I will take... I have the lands I need now, so I'll just take Stitcher's Supplier. Alright, I will attack for 1. They burn it, that'd be amazing. Because I still don't have an... Oh, I got a Sky Sovereign. And an Escus Chariot. For some reason, I thought I didn't have any vehicles. I have... I don't have Parhelion. So there could be a counterspell here. I do have Traverse to get a second Greasefang. I would love it if they tapped out here, though. They don't. So I need a white source. I think I just... I'm just gonna make them have a counterspell. They have a counterspell. Next turn, I can still Traverse, get a second Greasefang, and play it. Okay, they do have a counterspell. Sure. They have a burn spell as well. Sure. It gets exiled, so don't get the 3 cards. So ideally here, they tap out because they think they got me with the counterspell. That's close enough. Alright, so now we get to see Traverse in action. We get to see both the cards in this video. Assuming they don't have Spell Pierce. They have Spell Pierce, so I'm just going to be sad. They don't. Alright, so we'll get Greasefang. So 1 mana, find Greasefang. That's the power of Traverse. Oh, they just have removal. Fiery Impulse. That's pretty good. So now, we can play Stitcher Supplier, Mill 3, then Eldritch Evolution the Stitcher Supplier to find another Greasefang. And then if we find any land, we can reanimate Greasefang. So this is showing the consistency, even if we lose this game. We're seeing the consistency of this deck. They have 3 mana, should be noted. Alright, Duress. Man, if I had drawn a land, I could Duress first. Let's Mill 3. That resolved instantly. They could have a counter spell for spells, but autopay. Sacrifice this. Mills 3 more. Nice, nice, nice. So, consistency there, right? Even in the face of counter spells, we have so many ways to find Greasefang that it worked out. This is fine. Is it fine? I mean, we have lots of ways to rip their hand apart. But then we're in top deck mode. We need to find stuff. We don't have any way. But I like how many hand disruption stuff I have. I'm going to keep it just for all the hand disruption. We're basically just going to slow this deck down. I think I should have mulliganed this, though. And if we lose this, it's because, well, that sucks. That sure does suck a whole lot. I guess we take a Transmogrify, and then we take the other one. But they thought seize my Duress, right? They didn't. Well, that is absolutely delightful. So I'm going to pay 2 life for this so I can play both of these. Great. Mill 3. And then Duress. There. Transmogrify. Great. Both of those gone. That's nice. We have a can't stay away in the grave. That's not bad. Land. We'll just enter. Yeah, enters tapped. Doesn't enter tapped. Whatever. Attack for 1. Great. Sure, makes a 1/1. And we'll be able to hard cast this soon. Gets Giganta. Overgrown Tomb. Thoughtseize, I assume. Yep, there goes my Sky Sovereign. And this deck is just the dumbest thing. It is the dumbest thing. Enters tapped. Get Sky Sovereign. 3 damage here. We will crew. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't know what to say. It's just a dumb deck. We're just cruising through the ranks with this thing. Alright, so that was a pretty quick video, but I think you get the idea, right? Yeah, this deck is just so consistent now. Eldritch Evolution, being able to sacrifice Stitcher Supplier, which not only finds Greasefang, but also mills more. Traverse, being able to find any creature, including Greasefang. It's very consistent now. It was already pretty good. It was already pretty consistent, but Eldritch Evolution, and the other card the deck does play, if I type in Vessel, it'll probably show up, is this card. Sacrifice it, reveal the top 4, put an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker card from among them. So basically anything. So you can put vehicles in, you can grab Greasefang. If you need a certain color of land, you can do that. So yeah, that's pretty good too. Could be played in the place of Satyr Wayfinder, and probably be fine, though it can't be sacrificed to Eldritch Evolution, notably. But yeah, there you go. That's Greasefang. This is complete. It's Pioneer complete in Explorer, and it's a very dumb deck that is very powerful, especially in Best of 1. So there you go. Hopefully that was interesting. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.